There is a better place and a better home beyond the sky. Watch yourself. Look at the clothes you are wearing. Look at the clothes I am wearing. A time will come that when people gather, they will look up to you and you'll be lying in a state, and they'll begin to ask. They will meet your wife or your husband. What is the best clothes? Which clothes are we going to wear him? Which clothes are we going to wear her? Because he's going to his final journey. She's going to her final journey. So even though that we have accumulated all these blessings, all this wealth, and we are believing God for all this breakthrough, for many more open doors, you should also remember that this place is not our home. That there is a home beyond the sky. So the question and the message to is, how prepared are you? The question and the message this morning is, how prepared are you? If that roll calls you yonder, if your father and your maker calls you home, where will you be? What will be your lot in eternity? Will you spend your eternity in heaven or in hell? That is a question this morning. Jesus asked the disciples, he said, what shall it profit a man if you gain the whole world and loses your soul in hell, and loses your soul in eternity? What shall it profit you if you ride all the best cars, build the best houses, have the highest mass of land on earth, and use all the best clothes on the earth? What shall it profit you if you found your soul in hell? And of course, I need to remind you that hell is real and heaven is real. One day the Lord was talking. He said there's something so unique about eternity, that in the two bus stop in eternity start with capital H. He said if you miss the first bus stop, you can never miss the second bus stop. So if you did not drop in hell, you will drop in heaven. If you did not drop in heaven, you will drop in hell. So as a believer, as a Christian, what type of life do you ought to live? Of course, some of us have given testimonies of breakthrough. Of course, many will still be giving testimonies of breakthrough today. But the question here is this: what shall it profit you if you have gained the whole world and loses your soul in hell? That you enter that place where you will never return back again. Wisdom demands that we balance the two. Tell your neighbor, balance the two. I said that wisdom demands that we balance the two. Now look up. When I see a believer that he say, in my church we talk about prosperity, we love prosperity, we are after prosperity, I will say wonderful. I will say wonderful. But while you are talking of prosperity, did you remember the other side? Did you remember the graveside? Did you remember the place that you have, that when you get there, you are not returning back again? Recently, I saw the remains of St. Francis of the Assisi, the great St. Francis of Assisi. The new Pope visited where they exhibited his, but where they buried him, where they kept his remains. And I was just watching. I said, look at the remains of such a great man. A man who operated dimensions of power. This was a man that when he comes to evangelism and he said repent, when he get to Brutel and tell the harlots to repent and they refuse, they say no, he will ask the Brutel everything there to move to the yonder mountain, and it will pull out and they will be shouting, please, we want to repent, please, we want to repent. And that was a man that his remains was just lying lifeless, bones everywhere. And it calls to my remembrance that no matter the level of power I wield here on earth, no matter the level of demonstration, that a time will come that I will leave this place to the other side. Do not be deceived. Do not be carried away by the lust of mundane things. Do not be carried away by the drive of mundane things. Return back to Jesus. Stop being a careless Christian. Stop being a careless Christian. For when you die as a careless Christian, Satan will ask you, so you later came here. Every careless Christian is a fool. Any Christian that is still toiling and playing with sin is a fool. Quote me anywhere.